Woodworking produces a lot of jigs. Jigs are devices or little machines you've made or fixtures that will hold wood in a certain way or clamp it. What do you do when the project is over? You gotta store them somewhere. So usually I just dump everything into these 28-gallon bins that I get from Home Depot. I have a huge pile of them in the garage. They're all stacked on top of each other. It's impossible to get stuff from any specific one. I've always wanted a big shelving unit. Why didn't I go buy one? Well, I like to wait for things to just magically come to me. And this week it happened. Atlas Shelving reached out and said, hey, let's review the shelf. And I said, yay. So this is basically where I store all my old tools and all my old jigs. This pile is a pain in the ass because if I have to get something at the bottom, I have to deconstruct the entire pile. Not fun whatsoever. We're gonna solve that problem right now. We're gonna try and get all of this on a shelf. Maybe I'll just unbox it right out of the car here. That would probably be the smartest idea. What the hell, man? Okay, so that was a lot easier move to make. These are all the components. I had to move all this stuff out. Yay. This is exhausting. This is why you don't make you just don't have too much tools, man. Just keep it minimal, for God's sakes. Ugh, it stinks. This is why you don't want to keep stuff on the floor. There is just piles of bugs. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna get everything off the ground, let it breathe. Okay, assembly looks pretty logical and straightforward. Yes, you're just kind of building, I think it's all snapped together too, so there's no bolts. Go. Now the basic skeleton is assembled, it's in place. I gotta bang in everything. It's a snap fit, so these bang into like a snapping position, and then it should be very strong. Cross braces, and then the wire and secure to the wall, and then I can load it up. Okay, one thing I couldn't resolve, I could get these in. I was pounding on it like crazy. I can get these sort of all the way, but these, the long beams, I just couldn't seat them for some reason, no matter how hard I pounded. For the anti-tipping, I just went straight into the wall. Here, actually hit a stud. I got super lucky, so that's good. Okay, now let's put on these things. All right, it's solid, it's very beefy. It's very beefy, let's load it up. It's a few hours later and I got most of the stuff back on the thing. Let's take a look at it. Honestly, there's not much to say about a shelf. It holds things up, it's not falling down. This unit is very beefy. I think it's good value for the money. You can go in from the sides. It's got a lot of real estate. I wish it was just a little bit longer, then I could do 4 of these bins side by side. But yeah, otherwise it's a pretty good deal for me. Okay, that's it, thank you. Just want to quickly show you one more nice thing that was sent to me, and Banggood sent me these lathe live centers. They sent 2 of them and they're really great. There's one with a blank hole here and you can put all kinds of different attachments in. They're both Morse Taper 2 and I 3D printed a mount for it with a reverse Morse taper shape. If you're still watching, let's talk seriously about Banggood. I've come to the conclusion that it's not bottom of the barrel stuff. I use their products all the time. There is a lot of well-made stuff. If you're a YouTuber and a product reviewer, just try to get in contact. These guys, they email me every single day pushing. I feel like they would send me, if I just said yes to everything, they would send me hundreds of products, more products than I could ever review in my lifetime. I don't want to review. I just get the stuff that I absolutely need, that I was previously busted or whatever. Anyway, it's just FYI for YouTubers out there. Okay, that's it for this review. Thank you.